What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we are going to be bantering about the team MVPs for each team in the American League Central Division. Now, before I get into my list, I definitely want to hear from you. Let me know, baseball fanatics, down in the comment section below. Who do you believe is the MVP for each team in the American League Central for the 2023 season? Let me know that down in the comments, and we can discuss it further over on Twitter at banter_baseball. Now, we begin in alphabetical order with the Chicago White Sox. Now, when it comes to the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi to me is going to be the team MVP. I think that when you look at what this player provides, it's a different look for this lineup. I think that there was a lot of swing and miss, and yes, injuries played a big factor for the White Sox in 2022, and if they can stay healthy, they're going to be a much different team, a much better team. But I also think that Benintendi's approach is different than the players that they already have, and for that reason, I think that he goes in and becomes the MVP of this team in 2023. Now, as we look at the Cleveland Guardians, I think it's very obvious this is a perennial MVP for the American League as a whole, Jose Ramirez. To me, this is one of the most underrated players in Major League Baseball right now. This guy has the ability to do everything on a baseball field that you want him to do. This is, again, a perennial MVP discussion player each and every season for Major League Baseball. There's not a single season in the past several years that you feel he hasn't been a part of that conversation. Now, has he come close and not won? Of course. But this is a guy who absolutely does everything that you look for in a most valuable player. And for that reason, he is the Guardian selection for the team MVP of 2023. Now, as we look at the Detroit Tigers and their 2023 season, I think that the team MVP is going to be Javi Baez. I think that Baez has a bounce-back season, one of the reasons why we listed him in our contenders for the American League Comeback Player of the Year. But I also think that when you look at what Baez does, this is a guy who plays with a ton of passion, a ton of energy. And I think that going into this new season with the down year that he had in 2022, he's going to want to get back to being one of the best players in baseball, one of the best shortstops in baseball, being back to being El Mago, the magician that he is on the base pass with the glove defensively. This is going to be a guy who really has to stand out in a very crowded field, a very crowded market. And I think that for the Tigers, a bounce back season from Javi Baez really does a big time help and benefit to the Tigers franchise as a whole in terms of their playoffs hopes and aspirations. So for the 2023 season, Javi Baez is the team MVP. As we look at the Kansas City Royals most valuable player for the 2023 season, it's Bobby Witt Jr. I think that when you look at what Bobby Witt can be for the Royals, this to me is this generation's George Brett. I think there's a lot to like about this player. Yes, that is a hefty tag to put on him, comparison to put on him, but I think that this player has the makings to be that homegrown superstar. I think that for Bobby Witt, going into this new season, there's going to be not a lot of pressure on the Royals. He's going to be able to go out, develop his game, learn his craft, and just master his skill set. I think that going into that with that kind of mentality allows him to just learn on the job, and with that, be the best player for this Kansas City Royals team in 2023, thus making him the most valuable player for the team. Now, as we look at the Minnesota Twins, I think that this player is a perennial candidate for MVP if he can stay healthy, and that is Byron Buxton. I think that when you look at the dynamic skill set that this player has, it is absolutely ridiculously incredible. But his inability to stay on the field has really hindered his ability to be in that most valuable player discussion. With the 2023 season, if Byron Buxton can prove that he is healthy, mark my words, he will finish within the top 6 to 7 of the most valuable player award in the American League. That's how much I believe in this player's skill set. Now, again, it requires him to stay healthy for 145, 150 games in this 2023 season. Whether or not that's going to be possible for him, we'll have to wait and see. But to me, Byron Buxton is the team MVP for the Minnesota Twins. But I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Who are the most valuable players for each team in the American League Central? Let me know that down in the comments, or you can find me over on Twitter at banter_baseball. Follow us on all our social media channels as well, on Instagram and TikTok, Baseball Banter Broadcast. Head over to our blog site, laracuenteledger.com, for new articles daily on the world of Major League Baseball, as well as many other topics. And if you want to show even more support for us here at the Baseball Banter Broadcast, head over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com. We have a ton of promo codes you can use to save on your banter merch. Now, as I've said before, if you've watched this channel, most of our viewers are not actually subscribers on this channel. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. If you love the world of Major League Baseball, the coverage that we're providing here, this is the channel to watch in 2023. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the bell for post notifications so that each and every time we drop a new broadcast here, you and I can banter about the world of baseball. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.